I kept telling myself, well, maybe God doesn't want me to be feminine. Maybe God wants me to be
independent and strong and do things for myself and not ask for help.
And then I almost crashed. I can't even believe it's been this long. I don't even know what to say other than let's just start from the beginning. Hey girl, it's so good to see you again. Happy New Year. I hope you had an incredible holiday season. I have been in this like whirlwind over the last couple of months, modeling, doing different projects, traveling, all the things. So I want to really catch you up. I also want to cook a little bit with you. Today, I'm gonna be making an eggplant parm. I feel like I don't cook on my channel the way that I would like, and it's something that really expresses love. It helps me feel more feminine. It's something that my mom and my sister and I have always done since I was a little girl. So I'm excited to show you my recipe, and let's just get into all the tea. Okay, so I'm sorry my house is such a mess. I am really about to move. Like, I'm ready to just start something new. I've moved into the studio apartment really to save money. So I've been saving up, we've been doing different things, and I'm just like trying to kind of like get back into my normal routine and also get into a routine of what would be helpful when I do have a mortgage. So that requires a lot more cooking, which I'm actually really excited about. I have an eggplant that I'm gonna be making this really nice eggplant parm. I think you're gonna really like this recipe because it's so simple. There's honestly like nothing more simple than what we're about to make. So first step, we're just gonna wash our eggplant and get this really nice. Eggplants have a lot of water in them. So the goal is to really dehydrate it and make it so it's almost kind of like a zucchini type, like not squash, but more like zucchini. So it's a little on the dry side, maybe like squash too, just a little bit on the drier side. And then we're going to fry it and layer it. So it's gonna be really tasty. But okay, so let me tell you what's been going on. I think the last time we chatted, we were talking a little bit about fall fashion, getting ready for that winter kind of arc time frame. And to be honest with you, I really wanted to get to a place where I was sharing my tips and tricks for how to kind of end the year on a strong note and be mindful in your next season in 2025, but I really didn't have a lot that I wanted to share or new to share because I wasn't doing active preparation in my own way to prepare myself for 2025. So I'm gonna show you how I'm cutting this eggplant. So you can see I'm gonna come off of face tracking. At a certain point, I just said I can't get on YouTube and share all of these tips and not have any concept of doing them myself. So one thing that I always try to remind myself as I'm entering a new year is that you are solely responsible for how you interpret your next steps in life. It's always going to be you versus you. So you can't compare your journey to anybody else's. You know, when I started modeling, I was like 26 years old. A lot of models are found when they're 18, 19 years old. So keep in mind, you know, I'm doing things that are against the grain and out of my comfort zone. And it's important to put yourself in those types of predicaments because it helps you open up. It helps you learn more about yourself. It helps you become more vulnerable. And, you know, that's the whole point in me starting this channel anyways. So I was going through a lot of reflection and I just noticed that I wasn't in any type of routine. I wasn't thinking about life bigger than where I was currently at. I had no concept of becoming anything more than what I was comfortable doing and sort of telling myself that certain things in my life just weren't God's calling for me. And in a way, side note, I'm dehydrating these eggplant slices. What I would love to do is just sit them all in a bowl. And I think I am actually gonna do this. Sitting all of these slices in a bowl and then placing a little pressure on top of them just so the water starts to come out. And you could just literally set them in a bowl just like this, these slices, and then take a bowl like this, it's fine, and just literally place it on top and let that pressure every once in a while. You kind of just like press down a little bit just so that pressure kind of like gets them a little bit drier. So I kept telling myself there's certain things in my life that God's just not calling me to, and that's just the way my life is going to be. And even on my journey through femininity, I found that I kept telling myself, well, maybe God doesn't want me to be feminine. Maybe God wants me to be independent and strong and do things for myself and not ask for help. And then I almost crashed out. I almost couldn't even get up out of the bed. I was so exhausted, so debilitated. I wasn't taking care of my body. I wasn't taking care of my mental health. And I couldn't even find the words to ask for help because I had convinced myself that God didn't even want this for me. And sometimes we can get in those spaces, especially in relationships, where we think, well, maybe God doesn't want me to be a wife. Maybe God doesn't want me to be married. Maybe God, is just has me here to experience life in my single state. And that's for me, that's where we are. And I think for a while, I honestly believed that too. But now I'm open and I'm excited for what the future holds. And I was just in Florida for 2 weeks, seeing my mom and my sister, my stepdad, and it was so nice because we were able to just kind of talk about real stuff like that, I don't know if you're like me, but my family, we're a little bit more closed off when it comes to certain topics and just certain things we don't really talk about. So this trip, I had this breakthrough moment with my mom where we were really able to sit down and unpack some of those traumas that she's been dealing with and almost rediscover who she is as a woman, which is helping to mend my relationship. I say all that to say, we had a really good holiday season, and that definitely took me out of my routine a little bit, but it was really nice. We went down and we cooked and we had like the best time. So before Christmas, I was in Paris. I haven't done the Paris vlog because I have had literally no time to put it together. I want it to be like really nice and just like feel good so you can feel that energy, but the fashion fire. I did 6 looks. I had to shoot we shot for maybe like 5 or 6 hours. And we did some like video stuff. I'll just put like a little montage here so you can see a little bit. But I'm gonna do a full Paris vlog. I think it's gonna be really good. I think you're gonna enjoy it. I've gone to Paris probably 6 or 7 times. So it's maybe not 6 or 7, maybe like 4 or 5. And it is the best place. It's definitely one of my favorite places to visit. The culture, the food, the energy, the clothes, fashion, all that type of stuff is amazing. So I had my birthday, my 27th birthday. Yeah, my 27th birthday, which was awesome. And I was shooting a little bit too before then. And then DC Fashion Week was right before that. So it's so much that's been going on. I just have been so out of my element. But I think we're gonna switch things up a little bit. I think I'm just gonna chat with you, cook with you, engage with you in the comments, just making sure that you feel supported in this next journey of your life. And I'm so sorry I took such a huge hiatus. It's just been crazy, but I'm proud of you because you're here. I'm proud of you because you're continuing on your journey to being vulnerable and letting go and letting God really guide you in that next phase. So I know I'm like all over the place low key, but I'm just so excited to be back. Let me know if you like this format of just cooking, chatting, walking around. If it's too much and I honestly think I have undiagnosed ADHD. So like if this is too much for me to watch back, we probably won't do this that often. But if you like this type of style content, just let me know, because it's easier for me too to like chat with you and let you know kind of what's up and what I'm thinking, what's kind of going on through my mind and what I've been researching for you as I'm, you know, kind of preparing a nice meal. And I just got a new juicer, this cold press juicer, and I'm really trying to be on like a health cleanse. So if you're on a health journey and you want to eat better, cleaner, have more energy, I'm literally such a tired girl. So I'm excited about my new Ninja. I got that through my job. Stick around because we're gonna be eating healthy and having so much fun along the way too. Oh, can I show you something? I made this banana blueberry bread. I don't know if you could really tell, half of it's gone, but like this was so good. If you want this recipe, just let me know in the comments and I'll make it again because I have some more ripe bananas. I feel like it would be so fun if we cook together. It's the new year, it's January 5th. Like, let's take this year and allow God to really embolden us to be bold and to be bright. I'm gonna finish up this eggplant parm. I'll kind of walk you through how I make that. And I'll just have some nice little music in the background so you can just enjoy and hopefully cook this along with me. Let me know if you tried this recipe because I think it's gonna be really good. I love you, I'm proud of you. Happy New Year, happy holidays, and I will see you in the next video. I miss you, love you, bye. So this is probably the easiest recipe you could ever possibly make. I basically just put a little bit of salt and pepper on those eggplant slices. You see me putting them in some nice seasoned flour, making sure that I coat both sides. Really, really simple. I'm literally using like takeout containers. I don't have mixing bowls yet, so I need to call my mom about that. But then after I put them in the seasoned flour, I put them in an egg wash. I don't use whole eggs because the egg yolk has a lot of cholesterol. So I just use egg whites, and then I get some breadcrumbs from Aldi, some seasoned breadcrumbs, and then I put the breadcrumbs on both sides. Super simple. Then we will head over to the hot pan. So after I go ahead and cook off some of my eggplant slices, I have I think it's called Temptations. You can get these really cute oven grade, I guess, baking trays from QVC. It's like one of my favorite shopping channels for home goods. I basically just put a little bit of marinara sauce right at the bottom of that baking tray or baking dish. And then I put my slices of eggplant in there, and then I top it with more marinara sauce. I use this marinara sauce that's from Aldi. It's kind of spicy. It's really good. I think it's pronounced Scarazelli. I could be wrong. But then I layer it with a little bit of cheese. I'm using mozzarella and Parmesan for this dish, but you can use whatever cheeses you like. And then you just keep layering it until you don't have any more Parmesan.